Happy 5 o'clock, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope we're all having a good Monday. Hope the start of the week hasn't been too bad and I can soften the blow. Oh god, that's my own voice. I need to mute that. There we go. I'm just going to drop a big bag of tryhards real quick while no one is here. You don't. No, we're here already. Yeah, actually, you posted that before I even went live, so I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, hello, everyone. Yeah, it's late in the evening. I'm actually still expecting some deliveries from Amazon of some bins. I know, very exciting, right? But, yeah, so I might be waylaid in the middle of the stream where I'll go grab those. But I don't know what time they'll come. Usually they're around here by even, you know, much earlier in the day. So, yeah, there's that. We're going to be doing PALWADAN, as the stream title says. We're going to be doing just sort of a broad brush coating of the rest of the Daybreak stuff. And, yeah, we'll finish the stream off as well with a nice chunky long video on a developer Ask Me Anything, which I've got ready to go. And if you guys have, if you're on Patreon and you have the podcast videos, it's been up already. In fact, I could have said that after every stream recently. Every time I've been streaming the next day's videos, basically, or the later videos have been on there. Anyway, bins might not be exciting, but they are very handy. Yeah, it's just like 2 basic little bins I got for like £3, so yeah. I was just thinking to myself, seems about the time WP should start streaming, and lo and behold, haha. There you go, Wildfire. That's very good. Tell your friends about it. I'm not really advertising today's stream too much, so hopefully we'll see how the viewership and stuff goes. Tell people to come join in. This one's going to be NA. We did EU and metas and stuff with EU, so it's only fair to go back to NA today. So we'll do that, and yeah, I'm going to go get myself some coffee, and it is very, very nippy and dark, and I don't know, cozy as well to an extent, but I think I need the heating on a bit higher, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks guys, and I will be back very shortly. We'll have giveaways and all that good stuff. Even if you're an EU player, don't worry, there'll be lots of fun things to do on the stream. And so, yeah. I also just saw I had a message on Discord from supposedly the richest player in all of Guild Wars. I'll talk to you all about that in just a sec. See you soon, guys. All right, we're back. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I hope we're all doing good. Hello there, Beta Ace X. This is my first stream in weeks, they say. I've got live Damn Thanksgiving and games and Living World coming out. Well, it's good to see you. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. That odd, strange holiday of which I've never celebrated. Hello, Malik, as well. It's good to see you there. Space Cow V-Boy. Tortillas and Freels, whatever those are. Little Things says hello with a smiley face. Hello, Benji. Benji says the World vs. World PvP tracks for the new map give 250 of the new material. That's Kraukertite, right? I can't help but think there's something more to the weapons that no one's figured out yet. Really? Huh. Nothing could be that well hidden, right? Surely. That's very curious, though. I wonder what the deal is there. I need to learn about the weapon sets as well, which maybe we can do here on this stream. First thing first, we very importantly need to know when the PALWADAN meta starts, because that's the main event of today's stream that I want to show off. There's a couple of achievements I can get in there as well. So that's the main thing I want to do, and I don't want to miss the start of it. So we're gonna form a squad. We're gonna get in game like really quick. As opposed to yesterday where I played the Tempest, I'm actually going to play Deadeye today, and I'm going to run around gunslinging, because between yesterday's stream and this stream, I cleaned out inventories, guys. Look at how much money I've got now. You ready? Where is it? Here, 182 gold. Do you know what that is? That's selling all of my Path of Fire, like, wood and shit that just came in. And mithril and everything that had stacked up. And look. You guys are going to be really impressed here. I've got some mails to read you all as well, to do with donations and things. But here, it's not just 180 golds. I also got 2 more bags and cleaned Liss's inventory. Ignore the stuff at the top. I had cleaned her inventory and now it started filling up again. But look at that. Look at that. 51 out of 260 slots. Look at that. Beautiful. And I cleaned up my Scourge, whose was a mess. I had random collections all over the place. It's pretty good. All this came from doing Griffin Adventures last night, actually, after I'd cleaned everything up. It's pretty good. It's not too shab. Speaking of males, I think I literally just got one there. So anyway, I'm going to form a squad. You guys can join on it. And in the meantime, we'll say hello to one another. We will read these mails. A lot of them are quite old as well. Just I don't know. I only have one mail. A lot of them are quite old, so sorry to the people who sent them ages ago, and I've wanted to give you a shout out, a big shout out, and haven't in time, but there you have it. I have done daily today. I swear I did daily today. Did I not do daily yet? I didn't do daily yet. Ugh, I guess I'll do that as well. What we got? Big Spender's easy, Activity is easy, and Desert Forager is also easy. Okay, that's all fine then. Let's go. Man, it's so weird. This is so weird. Because, like, in my brain, this is Path of Fire, and I'm like, I'm near the Path of Fire maps. It's not even that far. But look at how far away the Crystal Desert is. That's, like, insane. That's a huge, that's the difference with, like, Divinity's Reach to Fort Trinity. And yet, in my brain, they're, like, in the exact same neighborhood. They're right next to it. They're totally not. The Amnoon Oasis is ages away. Jesus, it's a 3-step. Well, not that the money matters, but, you know, it's something of an indication as to what's going on. Anyway, I'll turn on audio as well for you all. And let me get chat up as well. Am I on EU or NA? We did AU yesterday, so I'm on NA today. As I already explained a second ago. Oh my god, the beauty. Nothing as hot as a great-looking inventory, if you say so. I like this char as well. It's so big with these wings. It looks so horrible and bad, but in a good way, to my mind, when, like, riding the Griffin and stuff. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm getting forager by getting those oysters that are out in the water, because I find that a fun thing to do. So, cleaning your inventory, you're always too lazy to do it. Yeah, I've basically been too lazy to do it throughout all of POF. Let me just be clear. I was actually deleting stuff from my inventory last night when I was cleaning this stuff up that had been in there since, like, dare I say episode 6 stuff? I don't think it was that bad. There wasn't episode 6 stuff in there. But there was a lot of old stuff there, basically. The insults coming from Malik instantly. Very rude. But I suppose if that's your contribution, then so be it. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to show you the mails. All right, anyway, let's just see. It's my birthday today, says Anjoys. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Anjoys. I hope you had a good one. Must suck having a birthday so close to Christmas. Seriously. But, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, people have unlocked the weapons now. It's on Reddit. Okay, so what's the whole story? Here we go. See, easy desert forage. Look at this advice you're getting here. And you get some clams. Hello, Cotton Clo? Your name makes me think of a Pokemon. Oh, but there you go. Your inventory is always clean and you're proud of it. I think that's a pretty boring... I'm going to throw some insults now. I think that's a pretty boring thing to be proud of in a video game, to be honest. But there you have it. I keep finding myself, like, not related. Oh, come on. You're going to fly... You're going to be a veteran. Oh, you're not a veteran. That's still well annoying, though. I'm basically on spear gun here trying to replicate the experience of above ground gunslinging. How have I drawn aggro from everything in goddamn world right now? I'm just trying to waypoint away. I keep finding myself not, like, relating to people. I saw someone saying that they burst into tears with a moment on the Daybreak patch. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the Daybreak patch. And I thought it did some good stuff with timey and, you know, like steroids. But the crying, bursting into tears... when you hand a certain item to a certain character. There's little moments like that where I'm like, my God, what is going on here? I watched a GIF, right, of... This is not to do with Guild Wars. I watched a GIF of a dog that was stuck in a pit, okay? A little puppy that was stuck in, like, a pit. And a cat was wandering around near it and saw it was stuck. And the dog tried to get out of the pit, and it was quite a deep pit. But it slipped on the rock and then tumbled way further down, like super further down. And it tumbling down, this puppy tumbling down a muddy slope, caused the cat to be like, all right, fuck it, I'll go help it. So then the cat jumps in the pit, picks the dog up, and then actually leaps out. It's really cool, right? Look at how terrible this is underwater. My God. I actually went downstate fighting a brood mother. I'm sure there were other skills I could have used. Look at this! Die! My God! Insane. So yeah, that's the GIF, and the cat jumps out. It's an interesting GIF because the cat can jump holding a baby dog, a puppy, right? A baby dog. And I read the comments, and someone was like, "Oh my God, I almost had to turn the GIF off. I couldn't watch when the puppy slid down the slope. I couldn't watch. I almost couldn't keep." And I'm like, what is, like, honestly, am I just like do I have a heart of stone and I'm just a complete knobhead? Like, what is this? Honestly, you can't handle watching a dog slide down a slope. Yes, it looked a bit scary. But at the end of the day, it's a GIF on the internet. Chill out. You almost had to look away because a dog's sliding down a hill. I don't know what I'm rambling about. Sorry. Anyway. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you say that. I find it so weird how proud everyone is of crying. No, I don't think it's people that are proud. I think they're just sharing. It's just weird to me. It's just very alien to me. That's all. This is not me judging those people either. It's just me saying I find it very, very strange. That's all. All right, let's go this way. I just tuned in and WP's flipping out. How long's the stream been up? A, I'm not flipping out. B, it's been up for, like, I've been live for, like, 5 minutes, tops. So, yeah, I've got a squad. EU, if you want to come and do the meta event where we attack PALWADAN, please do join on me. One person has joined so far. One person. Good job to Bacon's All Mine. Soup3245. You are a god. To everyone else, does EU want to represent? Otherwise, I will just bugger off back to... sorry, does NA want to represent? Otherwise, I will just bugger off back to EU, where we filled the entire thing up yesterday. So come and join on. And in the meantime, I will do this half of the meta, which is just killing these caravans, which I don't really know the whole story of. So what's the deal with fighting the caravans? Oh, I got blinded while trying to mark him. What does that actually mean? Am I on quick pockets? It looks like I am on quick pockets. Okay. Wow, he must be really tanky. I'm also totally out of initiative, which is strange. It's like they decided to make the script burglar. Well, no, I guess it's probably more world versus world influence than anything else. My God, this cripple. Oh, there we go. It's okay. We're range damage, so it's all fine. Sadly, we live in an attention-starved society where everyone feels important enough to share their life. I don't know whether that's really what I was getting at either. I think that's a bit presumptive and judgy. Bugger up back to us, WP. Bugger up? That sounds like a sex act, if anything. Bugger up. I've never heard anyone say bugger up. You know you want to join your EU brothers and sisters. Well, look, we'll see how NA does. There are 6 of them so far. Sorry, 5. I'm one of the 6, so... There are 6 of them. Contain my rage. I will try. I will try to contain my rage. So how exactly does this work? I don't know how the above ground one works. Teach me, Twitch. And in the meantime, I'll show you these mails. So, I don't know what this unread one is. So, bear with me if it's something scary. Hey, WP, I think I got booted for the guild for some reason. Could I get a re-invite or do I need to donate again? Listen, Detler. You are like maybe the 7th or 8th person to mail me this in the past 24 hours. For the past 3 to 4 months, in the message of the day, and there has been consistent chatter in Spud about the fact that a purge was coming. That if you joined the guild and did absolutely fuck all and didn't come to a single event, you would not get a rank and you'd be purged because we're looking for active members. To everyone like Detler who has sent me this mail, all this does is demonstrate that since joining Spud, you have done nothing and paid 0 attention. And now you've been purged. That's it. So, yeah, if you want to get back in, you go through the normal process and maybe this time participate in the guild and you won't get kicked. That's it. I know Detler might not be here right now, but he might see the VOD. So there you go. Anyway, lots of people have said that. No hard feelings with any of it, for what it's worth. All right, so anyway, check it out. 11 hours ago, Deja Lu said, hey, WP, keep up the great videos. This is for a giveaway. Sorry, it's not worth much. But this is non-farmed and non-gem store bought skin, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what he means by non-farmed. I've already messaged all these people, by the way, and thanked them. So, I don't know what he means by non-farmed. I guess he just means he spent random cash on it, and that's cool. But yeah, so a shifting sand stuff. That's pretty awesome. We will do a giveaway on Twitch with that, so thanks very much. That is not for me. That's for you guys. That will make its way into the guild vaults, and then eventually into a giveaway via bboy/flag/ perhaps a couple of new mods if we get some. So there you go. You got that. Next, we got Arshal Jester, who, right, so this is someone who wanted to join the Spud Club with a 20 gold donation, which is pretty cool. However, they, I think, yeah, I think I wasn't going to immediately let this person in because they didn't say they were coming to events and stuff, so they haven't applied properly. They've just thrown money at me. However, I cannot return to you for some reason. Mail not available at this time. I cannot respond to you. It throws me errors. I don't know what you did. Did you send me a mail and then change your character name? But this is bugged, bro. I can't even give you your money back. I don't know what your account name is. I don't know anything, all right? So if you see this on the stream, please message me and we can sort that out. Next, we have 6 days ago, Don Rick, who says... a stream topic we were talking about last weekend. He says, on the back of the Living World and Season 1's version... So, yeah, last weekend we were talking about Season 1 and what it was meant to be and how good it could have been, but it was a failure and all this stuff. On the back of the Living World topic in the other day's streams, have you heard of how the devs of Ashes of Creation are setting their game up? So, I think Ashes of Creation isn't out yet, right? But anyway, from what I've understood this far, it's basically going to do what Guild Wars 2 originally set out to do in Living World Season 1. A living and breathing, ever-changing world. Thought it might interest you unless this is old news or not comparable, in which case disregard. I do know that Ashes of Creation are trying to push the line in a lot of different ways. I haven't really paid too much attention, but yes, this is something I've been vaguely aware of, and you've typed out in a more explicit way than I've seen before, so that's kind of cool. And I don't know, maybe people want to talk about that on the stream. Next, Sinuasha says Doomseal and the Gwent statues. So this was a lie in the end, I guess. But a guildie of mine got I was going to show this off on one of the streams last weekend and I forgot. This is like 2 weeks old. It says 1 week, but it's basically 2 weeks. A guildie of mine got Doomseal out of a drop and was curious and took it to the Gwent statue in Lornar's Pass. So here, by the way, this is Doomseal. Apparently, upon equipping it to his Necro there, the NPC chat popped up with a disembodied voice saying the seal lies broken. No voice attached to it, only chat. I tried to replicate it myself, but no luck. Not sure if the day-night cycle affects it. He's been wrong before, but I thought I'd tell you in case it's true, and Doomseal skyrockets in price. It can't hurt to try sin. So I was going to show this off. This is hilarious to me. This is obviously totally wrong and random BS, but, you know, I love that's like the beauty of current events. It's like classic 90s video gaming where someone writes a complete bollocks in a cheat book or something, right? Yeah, are these landing? What's going on here, man? I found this hilarious, and I think that this is the secret source of current events and what they do. I thought that was really cool. I'm not going to take your Doomseal. I'm going to send it back, but I wanted to show everybody that first of all. And then next we had R White 2 weeks ago, possibly even 3. I'm going to try and tag this caravan. Who says, hello, been watching the streams in Discord for such a long time, but I never realized I could actually support you guys through in-game items. Spuds are really nice everywhere you meet them, and the fact that you guys are also fun is one hell of a bonus. This is not a request to join the guild, but merely an appreciation for peeps who enjoy wasting time in a fun manner. I don't know if this helps, but you know how to deal with gifts. All the best to you all. So, I'm going to send these 100 Ecto back, but I appreciate the gesture of you wanting to give that to Spud. It's just sort of a weird way to fund things. So, I'm not going to do that. But I thought that was a lovely message, and it would make all the... It would give all the Spuds nice hard-ons. So, there you go. Thank you very much. And you can have those back. And then finally, we have Mengus. Call me Mingus one more time, and I'll have your head. And they tried to send me Adam, which I'm also going to send back there. So, there you go. That is all of the mails. And yeah, so there's this which I can't send back. And there you go. And I wanted to read that out. So we have it. When you use Guild Wars Toolbox for Guild Wars 1, did Windows detect it as a virus as well? I think, yes, it can throw up a false flag. I think it is possible to throw up a false flag. Don't take my advice on that, though. I don't want to be responsible for you having messed something up or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I installed it a while ago. Toolbox is cool. I actually should look if they've done an update to Toolbox. The thing is, I have very little opportunity to cover Guild Wars 1, and I want to talk more about Guild Wars 1. Toolbox would be one place where I can do an occasional, like, newsy type video where I'm like, hey, check out the new cool shit in Guild Wars 1 scene. But the devs told me I can't talk about Guild Wars 1, Toolbox, so it's like, I don't know. Bit of a shame. Just like John Titor. John Titor? Who's John Titor? If you could change something in the world building of Guild Wars, what would you change? The first thing that strikes me is the mechanisms of death. And I would infuse a lot more clarity into the afterlives and alternate realms and how death affects the races and stuff. Because the devs seem to be... The writers seem to be playing with it, but it seems so messy to me. It's hard to, like, get invested in. So I think I'd do that. I probably also... I don't know, I really like the races. I really like that we don't have elves. I really like that some of the more traditional fantasy shit is all like, you know, de-emphasized. Like, yeah, there are dwarves, but we're not going to look at them or focus on them, and they're basically sort of pseudo-extinct and just turned to stone. I like stuff like that. I know, there's a lot I like about the world building in Guild Wars 2. That's why I'm so into it, you know. I don't know why we're on this rock, but I'm happy to wait here. Looks like this is sunset, and PALWADAN is at night, correct? So I'm going to assume that it's going to be around there. I'm Deji Lou, and I mean non-farm... Oh, okay, you're the person who sent the thing. Thank you very much. Everybody give them a massive round of applause. Not farmed using the weekly key farm. All Black Lion scraps are from mob drops and random map comp. Wow. I see what you mean now. That is quite extraordinary. And you gave that to us? That's a huge accomplishment, dude. Thank you. What about the new Assyrian city in Dajka? Yeah, so I never talked about that in the video, and a lot of people prompted me to try and do it. Truth is, I've only seen discussions about it online. I don't actually know where it is on the map. It's here. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, so Daybreak, I mean, I don't want to get too spoilery, but Daybreak establishes significant Inquest presence here in Istan, and so the idea is this cube's a thing. I want to review a lot of my old Baltec speculation before I talk more about that, because I seem to remember Baltec and the hints of like an island that you could see to the north that would vanish and shit, and the idea that the Inquest have like teleported in or manufactured a floating Assyrian city north of Istan would just, oh my god, you got no idea. I would have to change, you know, my boxes. It's incredible. It's really, really cool idea. And especially the idea that the Inquest were hanging around here because they were detecting fluctuations in the space-time, blah, 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 because of Baltec, or something like that. Oh, really, really, really exciting. I think it's cool. And the idea, obviously, that that last portal is inside this cube. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I've really got to say, but I could probably get a full video out of it, outlining all the stories and getting everybody caught up, you know. Speaking of world building, did you like the info and hints about the Scarab Plague that we got in this patch? I'm not sure I've really digested all of them, but from what I remember, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed them really showing head-on, like, the effects of it and talking about it in the dialogue and stuff. It was a good patch. WP, I need to know if the broccoli you put in the stew cooked worked. It did, man. It was good. It was tasty, dude. Easy peasy. I haven't done that for a while, but yeah. Tinned beef stew with random heads of broccoli just thrown in right there on the hob. It worked. And a tiny bit of boiled water as well. Just to stop it all being a bit too thick. Wasn't that island supposed to be visible from the Vabi library or something? Not sure how that would even work geographically. Yeah, I can't remember anymore. I remember that the Skybox art, when you were in corner or something, showed it. Or this is what I mean. I want to review the Baltec stuff and then Because, come on, the Inquest are a great pairing for Baltec. Do you think that they're going to do something serious with Baltec? Oh, my God. The Halloween Awakened coming to Mount Maelstrom could be linked to the final mission dispatch. Yes, they could. Yes, they could. That's pretty interesting. All right, so we're raiding the Great Hall. Why are we raiding the Great Hall and not PALWADAN? We did this on yesterday's stream. I blame NA somehow. I guess we'll just do this in the interim, right? There are some other things I want to show off. I want to at least walk into the underworld. It probably won't complete the encounter or anything, but just to show you guys in there and give you Dessa's dialogue and, you know, little bits like that. Do you feel odd that Palawa Joko is a major antagonist in POF and we've already waltzed into his most inner sanctum, the Bone Palace? It feels weird to me. That feels like something we shouldn't see unless we straight up fight Joko there. In some ways, I actually kind of like the way that it sort of it breaks the trend almost, right? Like it defies the convention you'd expect that has to be an end boss location. It's a weird story because it's like, you know, Joko's MIA, so it makes sense from that perspective that we could have just wandered around there. It does take a little something away, right? Maybe, I mean, what I'm hoping is we can get, is surrogate the right word? Oh, a substitute is probably the word I should use. We could get a substitute for that big end boss, ultimate fortification of doom style place of which Palawa owns. We could totally get that by way of Gandhara, right? I mean, Gandhara was done pretty well in GW1, but they could really do it super well by narratively and feeding the gameplay through it as well, setting this up as a really great place, you know, and the pinnacle of the season and stuff. So maybe Gandhara can be that where the Bone Palace wasn't, even if in the lore we know that Palawa does still structure everything from the Bone Palace and so on. You know, they can write in that he's changed his mind, he's going to go to Gandhara instead or whatever, you get what I mean. Are you aware of the 80 gold per hour rose quartz farm? No, I've never heard of that in my life. What the hell? 80 gold an hour? That's pretty hot. I don't even know what rose quartz for. I mean, I'm bad at all matters path of fire related. Do you want to give me more details on that, Nike? How do I keep accidentally triggering combat mode with my mouse? I'm genuinely getting really annoyed with it because it keeps happening. Mostly during streams. Is that real? Are you trolling me? 80 gold an hour? Maybe I should do that shit, man. You just... Oh, you have to fail an event, do you? That's hilarious. Oh, and sad, obviously. And the worst thing is I always forget where it is. I always think it's in the targeting section, but it's not. User interface. Camera. It's this one. It's in camera, isn't it? I'm just going to unbind it completely. I don't know how I'm accidentally pressing Shift A every goddamn stream, but I am. No, no, no. Disable it first. Oh, you prick. Let's just put it as that button. Nice basic bind. That'll turn it off easily for me. We're going to miss our thing if we're not careful. We have to dodge out of this, and I don't know the timing of it still. Nope. Rip. We're not on the alley today to heal people. Why am I being obstructed on my autos as well? Oh, there we go. They're finally landing. What DPS is the best for PvE? That's a really silly question for a lot of reasons. It very much depends on the circumstance. What are you talking about? Solo PvE, 10-man PvE, 5-man PvE? And if you're talking about raids, which specific encounter? It's kind of a nonsense question. I guess the raw answer to that would be to identify what the most damage per second any build has done on any one encounter or any area of PvE at all, and say that, even if it's been nerfed now. Probably Ice Bow as a solo DPS. Not Ice Bow, Frost Gun. The Frost Gun, the Necromat Reapers running Frost Gun was kind of ludicrous DPS for solo DPS, but you can't do that anymore because they fixed it. Solo, maybe duo, and I'm a beginner. Well, I really like this. There's no one answer to that, man, because it's like, you know, there's a question of comfort and quality of life with everything that comes out of that. Like the build you're looking at right now stacks Fury, Quickness, and 25 Might on itself easily, and it has range single target pressure, which is pretty significant. Solo, it does all of that solo. So, you know, it's a really strong... you know, 900 range choice. If you're looking for solo damage at 900 range, I don't know anything better than this. Completely unsupported. But maybe there are things, I don't know. Maybe some Condi builds actually push a lot harder at 900 range. It's not a particularly relevant question, really. Oh yeah, the Mesmer full damage trait. Yeah, I still remember very clearly those videos of people jumping on Loopy. Yeah, whether the Chaos Storms, right? That's kind of funny to look back on. When the Asura Mark 7 Golem was bugged for 1 week, that was highest DPS. I don't remember that bug. Did you see that ghost? Yes, I did, and I've talked about it many times, Royal, and you've been present many times when I've talked about it. This is another one of those weird... Are you like 2 people? Are you like 2 or 3 people all using the same Twitch account? Because you'll blatantly be there in the middle of discussions and then ask me about it later as if you just didn't listen. It's really weird. Stacking around 100 Hammer Guards together with a symbol thing. Oh, yeah. I remember doing that at Tech. Yeah. So if people don't know that, there was a trait that meant if you were in a... What was the Hammer Association? Was it just because it dropped symbols on auto? It was basically do like 10% more damage when your enemy's in a symbol. And it was stacking. So if you had 50 symbols under the enemy, it would be 50 lots of 10% more damage, which would just go and go and go and go. So everyone would just auto on hammers, I think it was. And it was just crazy. There's something about leaks in Queensdale. Yeah, there's totally a dam there where there's these leaks that you have to plug up. It's great. I should really be running a Quick Pockets variant. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, look, I didn't even realize she actually uses the fractal stuff. I didn't even realize that. She's using the... She must be in Grenth form right now. She is. Oh, that's really cool. I kind of want to jump over those. That's possible, right? Can I dodge through it? Oh, you can dodge through those field walls. That's interesting. Regular field walls you can't dodge through, can you? Gotta say, NA, we're killing this way slower than EU did. Hold on, did we determine? I am on Quick Pockets. I like how they chose for Balthazar form to be the last one as well, you know. Damn your CCs. All we have to do is use the jump button to jump over these waves. Oh, God. This is a cool fight. I've never been this involved with this fight. The other big perk of this build is it's very sustaining. If I'm actually landing hits, right now we're not really capable of it seems. But there we go. Yes, there's Roy, there's Oil, and Ill. WP, I've noticed some POF junk items have flavor text on them. Do you know if there's any lore has come from those? That's a really odd thing to say because it is lore. The flavor text is exposition. It is world building. It is strengthening our perception of a fictional world. What do you mean lore to come of it? Well, yes, because it's like asking, hey, I noticed that they added mugs in the game. Did any mugs come from that? Yes. I don't know why I use mugged as an example. Probably because I'm holding a mug in my hand about to drink some coffee. But yeah. I mean, if you're asking if it had any impact, any significance, no, but I'd say that not all of it needs to. You know, a little bit of information about funerary rites or whatever doesn't necessarily have to turn into some major plot point, does it? I think that's an odd way of looking at the game and the world to suggest that each of those things has to, you know, everything they add has to culminate. I don't think that's fair. I think it can work just for what it is, you know. The mugs have learned to recreate themselves, totally. Alright, we've crushed the enemy, but they've already cast their dark rituals. Grab supply while we can. You know, I haven't really understood the dark ritual thing here. Do you know, have you guys noticed another cool thing about the minimap here? It actually turns off the chests when you grab them, which the HOT ones didn't do, I think. So you always know. That's a nice little dynamic thing that they've put in there. Another addition. Last time you played this build, I thought it was awesome, and I stole it and modified the gear a little, and now I use it in fractals. I don't know whether I really like this in fractals. I'd rather a lot more cleave, to be honest. And other people can pump the might and the fury and shit on you anyway, so I don't know whether I really like it there. But for open world, I enjoy it. This is like a good I can imagine this being a good carry build if you're going to solo, like, 99 CM, for example. I can imagine that because it just sort of supports itself in an LFG environment, but I wouldn't push it that far. So yeah, well, how long have we got to wait? Time remaining 5 minutes. PALWADAN's in 9, so I guess I'll wait at the gates. I don't actually know where PALWADAN begins, but I'll wait at the front gates of the city just in case it is where I suspect. The chests respawn, so it's nice that it marks the ones you got. Yeah, that's cool. You can do a multi-loot. So that would be loading in... I mean, any kind of multi-loot, I'm sure that the devs would nerf, right? Bit sad to see they didn't do it instantly. Let me scroll up. Did I miss? Did Nike explain? Did anybody explain this 80 gold an hour farm? Scrolling. It's from the new Brandstone failing the sky. Brandstone falling from the sky in the new map. You can you can buy the tool at the Astralarium to farm it, and they are used for the new skins. 80 gold is probably a bit high right now. The TP price went down. Multi-map is still about 50 gold an hour. And then I got asked about the DPS and ended up talking about that. It's absurdly good until the nerf happens. Did I see the Gwen references? Huh. I mean, maybe I should just take a second to relax and actually look at what these skins are and stop being a total noob with all the Guild Wars content I'm putting out at the moment. 80 golden hours equals Mummy's credit card, just like WP told me. Well, Beta Ace, you can get a lot more money than that from Mummy's credit card. Yeah, some commanders organised it with a Group 1 lobby and everything. Wow. The 80 golden hour farm is called going to work IRL. What is the current conversion for working a minimum wage United States job converted to Guild Wars 2 gold? What is that right now? Not like when a patch comes out and it spikes, but just regularly. How much gold do you earn per hour working like Mackie D's or whatever? Doing some frying at Macca's. Working with the Colonel and his chicken, you know. You can't multi-loot Great Hall, apparently. Okay. Oh, minimum wage depends on state, does it? What about average? Oh, it sounds like someone might be at the door, so I might have to BRB in a second. We will see. Hold on, let me just have a quick peek out. Yeah, hold on, guys. I got a delivery. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's very unprofessional, I know. Yes, it's another salt lamp. I actually said what it was earlier. It's another salt lamp. What do you mean I get so many deliveries? It's Christmas is coming up. I'm trying to get little things in for people. In Portland, where I live, you'd earn at least 960 gems an hour. No need to figure out the... Now you... Wow, that's actually not bad. And look, when you got limited budget on things, using internet places to get stuff is, you know, it's cost effective, time effective. It's good. All right, anyway. So what I missed? What did people say? Federal US minimum is $7.75. So that's about 100 gold an hour. There you go. See, that beats it, man. That beats it. May as well just work a minimum wage job. Until there's a 100G an hour farm. You hope they revisit the rewards on the Path of Fire map so they get to be replayable too. See, it's an interesting one now, though, because, you know, Living World's out now. And I sort of think, well, so what if everyone's on Istan? It's the new hotness. And all they got to do is sustain farm on Istan for 2 months and then move to the next map with the new meta that's there. And then that's the new hotness. Maybe it would be warranted to go back to POF and update all that stuff. But, you know, for all the complaining about the lack of the metas and stuff, there is the other side, which basically just says, hey, look, you can go and solo or duo at any point, everything there, and get maximum reward and experience the full of it. So, you know, why not just leave it at that? I still haven't done the Vabi meta once. I still haven't done it. We tried it on one stream. So maybe we should try and do that next weekend. The thing is, I got Merciless now, and I'm like, ugh. For what it's worth, it occurred to me, I was supposed to be sort of taking time to do competition judging next week. I guess I just hope I'll be done by Saturday so that we don't have to miss any streams, but I actually don't know what the situation is going to be. It's because I get swarmed whenever I go out with autographs. It's because I'm the potato. It's more like the Elephant Man, where if I go out because I look like a potato, it's, you know, it just crushes me to see people vomit. So, so I leave it. Whoa, I bugged weirdly dismounting there. Hey, WP, you're going to stream the new raid today? Very unlikely. I'll probably go in there and show it off and Dessa's dialogue and whatnot. But I don't stream long enough to get any kind of meaningful progression with randoms on a stream. It's just not going to happen. 960 gems is approximately 148 gold an hour. There you go. Yeah, Dessa's in the raid. Dessa? No, not Dessa. Glenna. Look, don't blame me. The devs keep writing in Lady Asura. What more do you want? All right. I'm bound to get them confused. It's not racist. They don't look all... Well, they sort of do all look alike. But there you go. Hi, WP. Oh, sorry. I already read that one. I actually found the Path of Fire metas to be quite rewarding for their specific... This waiting around sucks, man. Come on, let's get going. What we got? 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds, go. We going to get any dialogue attached to it? Or are they just going to say they just unlock the ability to... Whoa, okay, so... 2 champs are here, I think? Yeah. Oh, Kepri, Keeper of the Gate. And Kim, Keeper of the Gate. Of the Keys. Keeper of the Keys and Keeper of the Gate. I like that. That's really interesting. Oh, you twats. So if you guys don't know how this build works, if I miss these shots on the unload, I don't get my initiative at the end, which means I won't be able to roll into the next one so comfortably. I guess we'll just focus fire on him. I'm going to retarget the Master of Keys for... Oh, he disappeared. I'm going to make sure I hit the Master of Keys just a little bit so that I get a tag on him. Because loot, as we all know, is the most important thing in the world. Also, his break bar's down right now, so we may as well maximize the extra damage. Get our 100k roll through. So in 12 seconds, we get a new mark. So if this guy survives for 12 seconds, we might actually be able to proc a couple of our traits and things by doing a correct Assassin's Promise. I will go Dragon's Breath Bun and the Sharpening... Oh, they're gone. And the Sharpening Stones. Alright, so I guess we'll mark... Who's going to die first? It's like a race. I'm going to go for this guy. Go, 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 go. Yeah, we did it. Sweet. And stay down. We got an achievement. Defeat the 2 Gate Guardians without without either awakening the other. Oh, they have a res mechanic, so you have to kill them together. That's cool. Ha! That's really awesome. Okay. No chest spawned with that one, I guess. So now we get to just sort of capture a ton of places, Conquest style. Set Dog 1, it's good to see you. Hey WP, hope all is well. Did you notice that the big branded scar, which ended in the domain of Vabi, has been extended further? Do you think this means more maps on the way? I actually made a video yesterday that I think you'd love to watch. It's an entire video about that. Almost entirely about that. So, yes, I absolutely have noticed it, and I do think it's really interesting. Definitely go check it out, man. Look at that. Look at that top tier shilling you can see right there. Who am I going to call? The Ghostbusters, clearly. Wait, it's not Halloween anymore. You can get ascended from bounties in Path of Fire, but this isn't made big news. Well, what's the rates on getting ascended stuff from bounties? This is really odd. Why are my hits not landing? Was I out of range? Then why isn't it saying out of range? These dodges I'm like really bad at. I reckon playing a Guardian would be really fun here because you could pop your retreat or your Aegis or whatever, your F3, and just save people, like heavily save people. Did Firebrand get a 10 target Aegis in the end? I can't remember anymore. But that would be kind of exciting as well. I know it got the mantra. Oh, we missed our dodge on that one. I know it got the mantra that... So we got our daily to kill 2 of those as well. There we go. Some chests are appearing now. Oh, is it? Oh, no, it's in the building. Whoa, what is going on with Mountain right now? That was insane. I was only on the Jackal. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. It's also the weird that we can now walk through these cloth things because I distinctly recall in Path of Fire itself there were a lot of them and you couldn't, so I expect them to all have collision now. This is nice. Look, they've even got some little small details in here too. It's good to see this on a Living World map. The Path of Fire maps were full of this kind of stuff and it was one of the more impressive things about them. You think Bounty should have a textile ascended reskin, a cyan particle effect maybe? Yeah, just something unique to call their own. Specific reward for specific content. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the devs might... Dodge? Did we get it? Sort of. Yeah, I feel like the devs might be missing a trick with stuff like that. A lot of people will call that kind of thing tacky, to be honest, where they'll just be like, oh, you're just... You know, they deliberately got rid of weapon dying, and now you have to play the game to unlock other dies instead of, you know, just having it all for free. But I actually think that's, you know, it's a nice little bone to just be able to throw on any kind of area of content. You know, when Ascended stuff came out and they gave different stat sets, different colors, the more cost-effective thing would have been to just have all the original set were like, you know, the celestial color. And then when you get Ascendeds from Fractals, they're the red ones. When you get Ascendeds from PvP, they're the green ones. The blue ones are in World versus World. And then you know, another type come from raids, another type come from bounties. And there's so many colors that you know. And that's not the be all and end all to reward people. Obviously, that's not descriptive of the entire solution and how all rewards in Guild Wars 2 should be handled. And you're a fool if you think that that's what I'm suggesting. But the idea is it's like a good base layer. It's like a baseline. That at least means that each of those areas of content always does have, you know, its own thing. So there's just some regular loyalists here. We've got Lord Azim. Why do I recognize the name Lord Azim? What is that? Because I totally do. Oh, we're up to 160. Oh, it stopped at 160. I was pretty happy with that, though. I like builds like this where you just keep seeing the number keep rolling. Again, it's deceptive. It makes you feel like you're doing a lot more damage than you actually are, but it's fun. In fact, should we see how we are doing compared to everyone else in the squad? Let's have a look-see. Depends on the target, obviously. Do we have another boss somewhere? Oh, he's upstairs, I think. Let's come over here. Let's see how well Gunslinging Deadeye Trickery variant fares against... Well, come on, let me select the champion. Auto target. What the hell? There we go. Mini Alchemist Jamala. Let's keep rolling our damage. Oh, obstructed. Come on. We were getting up there and then the obstructed sort of screwed things. It's also a bit unfair because that was my opening spike while everyone else was already, you know, long-term damaging, but hey. What about green, red, blue dropping from exclusively World vs. World green, red, blue team enemies? That I feel a bit weird. World vs. World is so tricky. There was an amazing Reddit comment about World vs. World describing it as a Gordian knot that I read during the week. You know, I don't think you can do that because you don't want to encourage weird situations where people farm one another specifically for loot and stuff like that. I think it's extremely dicey as a thing. In fact, maybe I can find that quote. If I go to my history, Gordian. No, Guild Wars 2, Reddit, World vs. World, Gordian, knots. Tools, past month, go. No, I can't find it. Maybe someone else can find it. And if you do find it, leave a link in chat and I'll read it. But yeah, there was certainly a very cool description of it during the week. Democracy versus communism debate. That's such a stupid thing. I mean, obviously that's a troll, right? What kind of pistols am I using? I have one blue and one green super adventure pistol. Is there any point me killing random champs in PALWADAN? I mean, I really don't know, is there? So here, like, look, we get chunked pretty hard, but in moments, hopefully anyway, we're back up to full. What is this mode you're playing? It's not a mode, we're just out in a map, and we just got a ton of players. I'm playing on EU, so you're welcome to join with me if you like. We're attacking a giant city inhabited by Awakened and those loyal to Palawa Joko, his lichiness, on behalf of the Sunsters. So what do you guys think about the story suggestion that we were going to have a lot of, that, you know, the attacks are going to be on Tyria, meaning that episode 2 will have no new map? Ooh, what do you think? Have you found yourself singing Mana Mana with PALWADAN instead of the title of the song? No, I have not. Strange question, but no, I have not. I said EU again. Well, NA, sorry. Look, you know what I mean. Oh, I guess I missed the event where you destroy that statue, which is on me, obviously. But hey, there you go. Get some more Kralkatite ore. You know, I've got to be honest, what is this event where Kralkatite ore falls from the sky? Is that at the Astralarium, is it? I don't think I've seen or participated in that. Have I done that? Maybe I haven't, I just didn't realise at the time because I wasn't like deliberately failing it or doing it in the way that makes it farmable. Do-do-do-do-do-do. PALWADAN. There you go. Did I ruin it for you there, Minty Fresh? How's the Hall of Change progression going? I have played maybe a little bit more than, like, what, 2 hours? 3? Maybe 4? Tops of the whole thing. I'm not in progression, really. I've not really been in there at all, which is very disappointing, but there you have it. Istan has 2 amazing craftable weapon sets. I hope episodes 2 map will have at least 1 too. It also brought an entirely new armor set, right? With the raid and a new legendary ring, right? Like, they just covered a lot of bases with this patch. A lot of bases. Where are the rest of the events? I guess I'll just go to... I'm a terrible commander. I guess they're all down over here, right? So we'll come over here. Let's have a look-sees. Yeah, there we go. Right, we want to clear the training ground over there. Wow, our raid's going really quite fast, isn't it? 18 minutes left. We're almost at the bit where the boats spawn. It's not a full armor set with the raids. It's gloves, helmet, boots, and shoulders. There's no chest or pants. Wow, that's a shame. That's a shame, because it's just the chest and pants, and then they could have said it was a whole one. But now, because that's not there, almost like... So, hold on. I'm noticing a very small little red ring on the inside. Is it not just a thing that I need to stay away from that red ring? Somebody's playing a support and just healed the crap out of me, and well done to whoever that was. Like that red ring there, that must be the explosion. The idea must be to keep out of that, right? It's so subtle though. It's not very well telegraphed. Okay, there we have it. We've got another defiler over here. Oh yeah, look at that Deadeye going for that one, baby. That looked good. Hells yells. Oh, and another one. Wait, what? Who did I... I was not aiming at you. I was aiming at... Why is it refusing to put me on champion? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, now. Oh, I did it too early. We're okay. Just about. We're okay. Breathe. Breathe a sigh of relief. This slow is really frustrating with unload. Oh my god, everything about slow is horrible. I'm really not sure if I'm getting those well, but hey, I'll take it. Ah, we get a PALWADAN phylactery there as well. What? See, did you guys see that? That is not any kind of skill I was under the effects of there. Oh god, the boats are already up. Jesus Christ. Okay, one of the achievements, so this is very cool. The AMA, the devs talked about this being difficult to hook up, but they were very proud of. So there are 3 Corsair ships that genuinely sail into the bay. They are... So there's a lot of moments in core where there's boats and things that sail around, but they have no collision, right? These are boats that actually sail into the bay, have collision, can be DPS'd, and will sink or leave at the end of the event. They can be attacked by cannons. It's really, really involved. It's very, very cool. And so there's an achievement to participate in this and break all 3 of the boats. So that's kind of what I want to do here. I want to get on it. I don't know which boat is available though. Scoundrel's Bounty is about to break and I'm not going to get a tag anyway, so there you go, it just sunk. Crap! You guys were too fast. But look at how cool that is. It's pretty good. We get a hand cannon. Are we supposed to use the hand cannons? I mean, I can just regularly DPS, right? I remember being on my Ellie. I went up there and died. It appears in the video. Oh, not my Ellie, on a Mirage. See this? Look, look, look. We can actually get on the sodding thing. And look, shoot it. I'm shooting the ship to break it, guys. The damage numbers appearing down there very oddly, but it's a thing. I'll summon my Thieves Guild. Top DPS right now against the ship is a Renegade by quite a long way. I wonder if he's on a cannon or what. I could only get the achievement for the southernmost boat with a cannon. Oh, interesting. Well, we already missed it, so. It's a big game, so there's lots of nuances. First thing you want to do is get 80. Yeah, I would suggest you just take your time, get your level 80 on your first character, chill out, get your an elite spec, either your Heart of Thorns one or your PF one. Just play through the story, relax, do some fractal progression. Basically, I would do it. Try and get into a community, find a good one. Woohoo! Nice. Renegade has many AoEs and they do 3 hits per tick on the boat. That's nice. That's cool. I was wondering whether it was like a hitbox thing that was going on. And lastly, we have the red dagger. There's so many supply stashes to grab. My goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I in combat with? Nothing. It was full damage, I think. What is it? In the building, I guess? It's not under the building, is it? Oh, wow, it is. Alright. So we'll grab this. See, it feels very Heart of Thornsy immediately. I didn't realize how Heart of Thornsy it felt just having things to run around and Persephone. But here it is. What do you guys think about the fact that they integrated the reward phase into just the progression of the event as normal? This means it doesn't feel so bad to fail the event, right? But it also means that it's a bit hectic in that your attention is split amongst contributing and also looting at the same time. Is this the perfect implementation of a meta event? It's amazing how many people will just make the argument that Silver Waste is the best. You cannot do better than Silver Waste. Sorry to that person who I totally could have pressed F on but didn't because I want to get a tag on the boat. Look, there's a cannon here, so why don't we... Oh, it's a broken cannon. I need to repair hammer it, maybe? Use. Is this cannon okay? It is okay. Do I get a ground target? Oh, I can't actually aim at it. Oh, what? Maybe I can get there with the Griffin and tag it. Alright, well. We got the event. But no achievement. Alright, now here's Iberu. Why does this cannon exist if it can't actually hit the boats? No, this one sinks like the Titanic, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, almost like the Titanic. Not quite. Again, I'll remind you all of one of the most chilling videos on all of YouTube, and that is a moment for moment, second by second. It's like a 2-hour-long video, model depiction of the sinking of the Titanic with facts and sound effects and things as it happens. So you can watch in real time the sinking of the ship and see how quickly it goes to disaster. It's a really eerie video. The first 2 times I did the Mordant Crescent Great Hall, I got there late when the boss was around 50% and felt bad for staying outside and collecting the chest before joining the fight. Don't think that's quite what they intended. Well, you didn't have to do that though, did you? You could have had her die and then you get a grace period of like 10. You could have gone in and fought straight away. And then use that grace period. So I wonder if there's a good like 1500 range build that can just stand up here like a wimp. And just damage from up here. Who's the most satisfactory 1500 range damage build these days? You know what? One thing that's really important to understand about this build is whether weapon swapping cancel casts are currently ongoing unload. And I actually don't know what the answer to that is. So I could be screwing myself out of a lot of initiative very frequently. You know what I should do as well? I should put the Signet on. The Signet might be just enough to keep me... I might be overloading on Might as well, you know. There's a chance. We're in 3rd under these beastly Scourges right there. Scourges being the real MVP right now. See, I'm missing again. What's going on? Why? He must have deflection or something. Hotly contested top slot there with these Scourges. Can you open the World vs. World panel for a second so if you can see if you're actually on EU or NA? I am on NA. What are you talking about? See, I'm on Dragon Brand, which is paired with Blackgate and stuff at the moment. Or against Blackgate. Such doubt. Is Archon a title or a name? I think it's a title, isn't it? What do I think of the new focus? It's one of the only legendaries that I've been really tempted to pick up. I think it looks pretty good. What is this that I'm dropping on weapon swap? Or is that there was a druid that dropped seeds on me? Archon is a Greek title. There you go. Yeah, if I ever say EU, it's a slip of the tongue. I mean NA. It's an NA stream, and it's always been an NA stream. It says NA in the title, and it's NA. EU was yesterday. So you go. That's the meta for PALWADAN, really. I mean, there's not too much more to it than that. We finished that way faster than I anticipated. Does the speed at which we finished that mean we get to other qualifying events now quicker? Does it roll into other really profitable loot-based stuff now fast, or what? What's the public service announcement skull say here? Anything? No. What pros and cons are there in merging EU and NA? I think most of the cons are technical-minded. I think it's mostly like the economies of the games are split and like the TPs, right? Aren't they? No, the TPs aren't. The TP is split on the China release. There's certain things that are split, though. Aren't leaderboards split? I think it's just like a technical thing. I think that's the main problem that they've got. That's a good topic, actually. That's a good question. Desert vegetables. Finish meta equals more time for loot boxes. What class do I recommend for a new player? For the leveling phase and all of that stuff, I think Range is a really good choice because it offers a variety of gameplay, and the your elite specialization branches at the end, I think, are going to appeal. I think if you like playing healers, Ranger is a good choice because you can specialize to Druid eventually. If you hate pets, you can still choose it these days because you'll eventually be able to choose Soul Beast. If you like ranged gameplay and bows and classic archery, Range is good for that. If you like pets, obviously it's good for that. If you like melee stuff and being like Aragorn, it's good for that. You know, there's a variety of themes and gameplay styles that it hits. And it gets that extra layer of exploration where you get to collect pets and you get to name them. And that's an extra bit of joy that no other class has in the game. So yeah, I think Range is probably very high on the list. I think that the moment-to-moment gameplay can suffer sometimes. If you look at our most recent Merciless character, it really shows how boring it can be. But in the early days, there's so much to learn about the game anyway. You can get away with things being extremely boring. Probably the best moment-to-moment gameplay class I would recommend is Ellie. But I don't think overall it jostles, in my mind, Ranger off of that top slot as one of the best starting classes. You see X on your mini-map, that's where the Brownstone have fallen. Is it now? So this here, yeah? So I need to go to the Astralarium and get an item to get Brownstone from that? Is that the thing? Let's see, shall we? Have I been to the Astralarium on this character? No. So we'll go to the Astralarium and buy the thing. Do I need to finish the heart at the Astralarium? That's weird, though, because I swear I've looked at the Astralarium vendors loads, and I haven't seen anything for sale. How do you get the DPS meter? Yeah, it's Arc DPS from a guy called Delta. What do I think about Rev DPS? I don't really have any opinions on Rev DPS. I'm not the person you want to be asking that. You need the 4K volatile magic. It's a different vendor, not the heart vendor. But they are still at the Astralarium. Well, I only have 2K volatile magic because I spent 2,000 yesterday getting the Season 4 Portal Tome and book. That was inside it. I do have a lot of Kralkatite. Couldn't I just consume that to get volatile magic? How much do you get per? Oh, very little. She has an icon. Well, I want to go speak to her anyway. It's the side of the patch I haven't engaged with, so let's do that. Should be fun, right? That's the other NPC. She just stands there. You must talk to her. Okay. Well, we'll have a look. Huh, it's very rare these days that you see a cliff so high you can't get up even with a skimmer. How are we going to get up there? I guess we'll go the long way around from the waypoint down here. Let's do it this way. You can afford the basic tool. You just can't get all the upgrades. Oh, there's a ton of upgrades and things as well? How have I missed all of this? Alright, let's move on up there then. People are doing multi-loot on this stuff already. I just want a bog standard find the meteorite group. Every group in LFG was simply multi-looting them. Yeah, that sounds a bit of a shame. I really wouldn't expect it to last very long. I don't think you'll be punished for what it's worth for participating in it because these things get too big to punish everyone. They just kill their game's player base. And, you know, a key part of it as well. But, I think if they've nerfed the other multi-loots, they'll nerf these ones. Which is regrettable in a lot of ways, because I like what it does for bringing people together and meaningful reasons to use squads and stuff, but hey. We all know how like, kind of, I don't know, people are in different minds. I am of the mind that the A-B multi-looting with the tip begging or the required tipping, as obscene as that is, and all those kind of weird things, I think that, you know, that was a bit shit, to be honest. So I was alright when they finally got rid of it. Right, so let me just grab the waypoint here first before we do anything else. Actually, I see, look, there's a ton of people. I'm actually going to record here as well. Hold on. We're now streaming and recording all at once. That has, in the past, caused a little bit of frame drop and just weirdness that doesn't register on my end, but does on Twitch. So if that happens, just tell me, guys. But yeah, I won't be recording for very long. So those guys are just talking about Kralkatorrik. There's the waypoint. Okay, so Scholar... Oh, this is her. Have you seen bloodstones falling from the sky all over Istan? We've never witnessed a meteorological event like this, but Kralkatorrik never moved so far south before. Yes, I've seen a brownstone. There's a rare new metal inside the brownstones that we've been calling Kralkatite. With the right device, it can be extracted, possibly even weaponized. How can I get a device that does that? It's so... She's like a snake oil salesman. She tells me that I need something, and then, oh, guess what? She happens to sell it. It so happens that I have the base model prototypes of an extraction multi-tool that I can also upgrade for you. Its functions are powered by bursts of volatile magic. Can I have one of your brownstone multi-tools? What else can I answer for you? Well, yeah, give it to me. Oh, did she give it to me? Oh, she did. Used to detect and dig up chunks of bloodstone that fall on Istan. Costs 3 volatile magic per 5-minute charge. Wow, so it's kind of like the candy cane thing. You mentioned upgrades. I can upgrade it with an evacuation beam, a reconfigure, and an impact site marker for a nominal fee. What's the evacuation beam do? Well, it's possible to extract Kralkatite from a brownstone chunk using a mining axe. Our excavation beams can carefully pick out the metal while we keep the surrounding rose quartz intact. Alright, give it to me. Alright. So what does this actually do? Alright, fine. I'll get that. Thank you. And we're very close to getting the reconfigure multi-tool, which transforms our multi-tool into a weapon. Unlocks the impact site marker skill for use while hunting. Huh. Alright, well, so let's have a look-sees here. It's a special action that will last for 5 minutes, and we use it to equip the multi-tool. Oh, so it's a swap-on, swap-off. That's pretty hot sauce. I like that. It's like the final instance of POF. That's cool. Well fucking done there, eh? That's bad ass. Sorry, does it cost me every time I press the button? No, it only costs me to get the special action. Okay, so what we got here indicates the location of chunks used to surface a buried chunk. And then we got the beam used in replacement of a mining tool to extract it. So what happens if I only had skill 1 and 2 and I didn't upgrade this? Can I actually do anything with it? Or do I need to upgrade it? So let's go back to that chunk, shall we? Or will it have despawned at this point? Extraordinary. I'm going to go this way, I guess. While you're on a mount, the special action points you at a brownstone if one has fallen. Ah. There are no recent brownstone impact sites on the island. Ah. Somebody asked in chat, someone said this is a WP squad. And someone screamed in all caps that they're practically famous. But someone else said, what's a WP squad? I like it. They think that it's some kind of like farm thing. Haha. I was wondering if you make the potato gifts yourself. I make many of them, but not all of them. I personally have made 2 batches of several. So the one you're looking at today, I did indeed make. That is my copy of... Oh, no. I did 2 out in the rain. One of them's got Final Fantasy VIII out there. But I also opened it to fans, and I think the fans do cooler ones than me. So they have... like, we've had ones at the zoo. We've had ones in water. We've had gifts. We've had, like, animated ones. We've had a lot of cool stuff. Rukak just repeated what someone said earlier. Hey, WP, when will your review of Daybreak is going to be released? I'm not going to do a review of Daybreak. I don't know why you think I'm going to do a review of Daybreak. I will do several different videos on the patch, as I have with every other one. And I've already produced like 4, so I don't know what this suggestion is that I've not done anything on Daybreak yet. If you're asking when I'm going to do the video where I regurgitate the events of the story so that you don't have to play it, I don't know. Probably not before I do the competition judging, because those videos take ages to make. And I haven't done it for Path of Fire yet either, so... Standing on the Astrolarium with a griffin makes it pretty easy, does it now? This is why you need to multi-map, says Zygan1. So yeah, what triggers the spawning of them then? What triggers the spawning? Yeah, raid lore will definitely take a while, just because I've barely touched the raid, so how could I possibly talk about it? WP, am I able to join squad? Of course you are, absolutely. It's on a timer. What timer? What determines the timer? What is it? How is the timer visible? 15 minutes. So you get one every 15 minutes. So, what's the fail thing then? What's the 80 gold thing? Is that just hopping maps? Ben Lubar says, I have a character I keep telling myself I'm going to find the time to record the story on, but there's still pre-first mission of Living World 2. Jesus, you got a lot to play then. They get triggered if you say in map chat that crystal lives don't matter. WP, if you finish the story, what do you think of Joko? Specifically, I mean his origins. Just speculation, but perhaps in some way he's a champion of Arachnia. I don't know how canon Arachnia is, and until the devs give us something more concrete, I'm not sure we can say that. Even if the canonicity of Arachnia was not in dispute, I don't really see too many ties there. Talk to the NPC at the bottom floor of the Astrolarium to start time-gated quests to unlock new weapon collection. Really? What NPC is this? There's one here, Achille. Have I ever listened to Adventure Time? I've watched Adventure Time. I've watched every episode of Adventure Time. I was about to ask if you could watch my back while I took care of something, but even I'm not crazy enough to pop my head up with all these Mordant Crescent around. What were you going to take care of that's so risky? I need to recalibrate. You dick! He's despawned, I guess, because the Awakened are stealing books, which just triggered. In the middle of the temple. Oh, okay. Maybe that wasn't relevant anyway. The NPC next to the research notes inside the Astrolarium. Oh, I see. Okay. You meant Adventure Zone. Why are you typing in all caps like a 10-year-old? No, I've never listened to Adventure Zone.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for fun.
Welcome, SCX! Well, this one popped up late. Resubbed like 3 weeks ago. Oh, well, dude, that's so cool. What is that? 19 months. 19 months in a row. You're close to getting your legendary Spud now. 4 months. 4 months. Alright, where's the entrance? Seriously, where's the entrance? Maybe this way? Inside building, drop down from where the bookshelves are. We had this exact problem yesterday as well. The entrances are on the mirror level. I need to remember that. They're on the mirror level. What the hell happened with the Springer there? Oh yeah, the Spud Lottery. Were we going to give that away today? I don't think there's any mods around, so I guess not. Alright, middle. What, it's in here? Wait, hold on, let's see here. NPC next to these research notes. Oh, I do remember looking at this. Yeah, so... Oh, I'm still recording. Let me turn that off. Yasna's research notes are piled nearby on the table. Those brandstones are unlike anything I've studied throughout the entirety of my career. There's still so much to learn from them. Is there anything I can do to help you in your research? The material they're made from, that Kralkatite, is strange. I'd like to examine it further and do some experiments. Could you bring me 10 pieces to research? Okay. So there you go. I gave her 10. Thank you. I'll see what I can discover about this. What have you learned so far? My notes are on the research table. Okay. Read notes on Kralkatite. The substance was formed by desert sands fused into a glassy substance and then crystallized by the power of Kralkatoric in the brandstorm. Interesting. Wait. So you've got sand, and then it fuses to a glassy substance. Before the Elder Dragon's even involved. What is the glassy substance? Where? Why? When? How? I don't understand. After it is fused into a glassy substance, it is then crystallized by the power of Kralkatoric in the brandstorm. So we're turning glass into crystal by the brandstorm, but before then... Yeah, I get it that you can make glass out of sand, but why is that happening naturally? Oh, because a meteor lands? Huh. Read on. The material shatters with a hard impact, releasing a small amount of magic energy, which doesn't appear to cause any immediate adverse effects. I wasn't under the impression that all magic releases did cause adverse effects, but I guess the Bloodstone explosion did, so maybe we're suggesting all powerful magic does now. It should be possible to use some binding and stabilizing agents to convert this into a useful material. More samples and data are required. Ah. Alright, do you want more? I need some time. Come back tomorrow. I gotta do that for a week, have I? Okay, interesting. Wow. Kralkatoric is very hot. Because of the storms, but it doesn't say. It says the storms come after. I don't know, it's just weird the way that that's phrased, right? Or maybe the idea is it is all one event, right? You've just got sand. Kralkatoric comes nearby. He's very hot, yeah, maybe because he absorbed the power of Balthazar. They heat up and turn into glass, and then while you've got molten glass around, it gets crystallized because of Kralkatoric. Kind of thing. WP, I'm sorry to press. No, don't worry. Feel free to press, man. If I miss a message, it's not intentional. What username should I squad join on? Just 3 letters. LYS. That's it. This is my char, who's called Etius. Which was my attempt to have a Roman-sounding name for the char that have a lot of Roman conventions. But, yeah. You could do either. The easiest one is List, which is just 3 letters. So I guess I'll have to progress on that over the week, and we'll do that more next time. Did one land maybe again in the meantime? Oh, is this? No, that's the icon for the thing. Doesn't look like it. And how's the regular meta going already? Defeat forces throughout Istan and intercept corpse caravans. Now the Mordant Crescent Forces bar is very low there. Does that mean that we're about to trigger another phase of the raids and stuff? Yeah, like the pistol. Oh, you mean these? Oh, I had a donation, did I? Whenever it's Uendel, this record reminded me, I always feel so bad, Uendel. 17 minutes apart. Will you cover the Amazon MMO as news starts coming out? It's something I have high hopes for, considering they're a new player in the industry, hopefully wanting to innovate. Yeah, I will. I think that the fact I can sort of just poo out an easy casual video vaguely talking about it on its announcement and got like a lot of views for it, I think is a sign that that's a reasonable place for me to transition to should the desire come up. So yeah, I think and I'm interested as well. That's the main point, really. I'm interested in talking about it. I'm interested in talking about it. People are interested in hearing me talk about it, so I'll probably talk about it. There you go. Best way to describe it. Imagine what happens if Kralky flies north over the brand, unlocks Vabi, then comes message saying pay $50 to access Vabi / get Griffin. Kappa. I'm finally going to be able to play the new patch today. You finally have time. Congrats, Dead Zeller. I'm really happy for you, dude. It's the United States today. We're playing on US, and it's a bit waffly, really. We're kind of just wandering around. I don't really So we're going to raid the Great Hall again in 15 minutes. So we'll raid that again and see how the loot is. And then I'll take you guys into the underworld. Oh, wait, hold on. The main gate is already DPSable. It's already up. The event is already going. Shit. So what could I have done to have preempted that and gone in? These cycle a lot faster than I thought they would. This is going to be a hell of a jump. Raptor. Go. Thank you. That was very important that you could make it. Oh, God. Please. 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 Raptor. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I went the wrong way anyway. Wrong way, guys. Don't follow the tag. The tag doesn't know what he's doing, as usual. I'm back. I'm sure I was missed. You were indeed, Beta Ace. It's good to see you. Yeah, let's come over here. I'm going to try and tag it with the Raptor. Wow, this is a lot of mobs. Wow. Oh my God, we got the 10 pull. That should be an achievement to pull all 10 mobs. Or, you know, just hit the max number of targets with your special action. That was awesome. Why am I getting sucked into this, dude? That's really weird. Hell yeah. In we go, baby. Raptor's good at jumping, but stairs are his weakness. Right. Sometimes you have to do actual work while watching a WP stream at work. Nonsense. Nonsense, man. Listen, you just gotta... Here's the truth, all right? It's a cold, sad truth about the climb up a corporate ladder. But here it is. Brutal honesty. You don't have to work hard. You just have to look like you're working hard, all right? And convince other people that you work hard, okay? That's why 99% of the time, your boss is a jerk. Who doesn't know what they're doing and needs your help on how to send a simple email. You too can be that jerk by watching Wood Potato streams. This feels good. This is my favorite way of killing of this build. Lots of like veterans, medium tanky mobs that you can just bounce through, proc your shit, move to another thing. The initiative stays high. You just roll on through at range. Like this is the jam of this. This is the marmalade to this build's jam. I don't know what that means, but there you go. WP with his vast experience in corporate culture. I got a few years. Enough years to be sick of it and the amount of money that I see gets wasted in massive corporate IT conglomerates. I always just stack overflow search, how to send email. Hey, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's a year. You're now a gold spods. Dude, congratulations. I hope you feel good. I had my headphones crap out once here at work, and WP's voice was very loudly yelling through the cubicles about the Mystic Forge or something through my phone while I panicked and held the volume button down. Oh, that is actually brilliant. That is genuinely really cool. I always like stories like that. I hope your co-workers learned what was so terrible about the Mystic Forge. I did have one rant about it, about Miani's like wares and stuff. Maybe it was that. Ha! I don't know whether I should be worried that the default thing that was going on the stream just so happened to be me angrily ranting. Is that what it's come to? I'm basically just a character that does that, am I? Hey, Smitsky. Corporate life erodes your soul. Oh, dude, tell me about it. I had some real, like... I don't know. When I used to work in... oh my god, what's the word? What's the word? Can't remember the word. What's a word for the food industry? Not like restaurants and stuff, but just the production of food and stuff. There's a word for that. Anyway, the amount of waste. Like, there's various jobs I've had have left me just feeling kind of sick about various aspects of contemporary workplaces and how wasteful or how inefficient or how or just like where unrealistic expectations lie, depending on whatever industry it is. All right, let's see how quickly we can kill Amala this time. Let's see who the MVP of damage is again as well. Not builds. Various stats. So far, it's looking like a Spellbreaker. That's pretty cool to see. A Spellbreaker up there. Oh, no, it's a Berserker. Sorry, it's a Berserker. It's now us, baby. Oh, yeah. That consistent range damage. We don't care if she's jumping around all over the place. Doesn't matter to me, baby. Unload. Keep it going. Except when she evades the entire goddamn thing and I have no ownership left. But it's fine. Alright? It's fine. No, stop standing still. If you stand still, everyone else starts overtaking me. Ha! And then the Weaver just comes slamming in. But they just joined combat, so that's not, you know. Oh, evaded the mark. Oh, it's all over. It's all gone Pete Tong. Caught in a little tornado there. Freaked out a bit more than I probably should have. Here comes the brake bar. Yeah! Alright, we got to be very careful of the fear walls now. Where is she? Oh, she is there. Come on, why can't I hit her? Did the fear walls prevent projectiles? Look, if you guys were just all on this face roll, 3-3-3-3-3-3-3, weapon swap, 3-3-3-3-3-3-3, F1, 3-3-3-3-3 build, she'd be dead already. Except the fact we would have, like, utterly... Oh, we wouldn't have no CC, actually, to be fair. We do stun after we press F1. And all those thieves guilds using Scorpion Wire, obviously, right? They could have handled it. Oh, I should try and jump. No! She landed on me! We're gonna lose to the Dragon Hunter now! Alright, well, there we go. That's a mile down. I found it really cool that the boss is the exact same as the fight at the end of the Fractal. Yeah, it's cool to see how they scale something from 5 to 50, and it works really well. Olodis says, yeah, so true. I've also worked at a restaurant, and the waste makes you really think. That industry is all horrible to work in. Well, what I was talking about a second ago wasn't a restaurant. It was a bakery that I was thinking of. But when I worked at a restaurant, what really struck me more about that was just insane is the kind of hours that people can pull, especially like hotel chefing. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But I was very young at the time when I worked there. It was kind of a wake-up call to a lot of things for me. But yeah, it is cool that Amala is the same. WP, you need to start acting out more because without a doubt, High Horse, Rant, Tato Wrecked are your best emotes, with maybe the exception of Tato Cry, and I never get to use them. I'll make sure Waldir can see that. I don't have my, you know, I'm at peace with the world. I'm pretty happy. That's the thing. Look, I'm content. I haven't got anything to High Horse about, you know? Just the occasional shouting at someone for using all caps in chat. Being a bit boring and a stick in the muds. Telling people they're not allowed to have fun by memeing around. You know, that's about all I got anymore, you know? Just generally being an irritable, salty, uninteresting, you know, person that makes you wonder why you're in chat. You know, beyond that, I'm on empty. It's all over. You know, you guys teach me about the game now. I'm not, you know, I'm not paying any attention. I'm not offering anything. I'm running around on a bunny here, you know? Not pulling any rabbits out of the hat here. They're falling to pieces. Heads are falling off and scaring the kids. FF8 box abandoned in the rain. Yeah, I don't like that episode either. I love FF8. Is that the FF8 one, or is that the paint can that's in the background there? Oh no, FF8 is there. Yeah. The thing is, it's the gold edition. I want the black label one. Yeah. Only true nerds have the black label. It's the original. Oh my god. So yeah. All right, so we've crushed the enemy, but they cast their dark ritual again, as always. And then I guess it would just loop back into PALWADAN again, right? So, well, there you go. Lots of loot. Let's do the salvage, which we've all been waiting for. We got 124 blues, 46 greens, and all these others here as well. So this is the loot that we got from just this tiny little bit of time on stream. Doing just a couple of the little metas here. That is still salvaging. Pretty cool, right? And it really shows how powerful unidentified gear has been for the game and how well it's been utilized in this release. We also got a Trident of the True Legion. Don't really care for too much. Who wants to go have a look in the entrance to Lorna's Pass? I'll just show you guys what it's like. Not Lorna's Pass, the Underworld. I'll just show you what it's like. Let's go in there on... I'll go in on my main. Did you ignore my question because of the use of caps or because it was really big? No, because I've missed it, Cherry Tunes. Just ask it again, man. I didn't see. Check out Wasted, a food waste story. It's about how much of our food just gets thrown away. Yeah, I mean, it's extraordinary. Like, here's a good example. We used to sell, like, cookies and things, right? That you would sell in bags of select amounts. And if one of them cracked in half or had, like, a corner chipped off of it or a slight issue, we would have to throw that entire... And, you know, these would be, like, big cookies. And this is not... It wasn't just with cookies. It was, like, with anything that you'd bundle up, which was most things, right? You'd have to throw that food product away, like that cookie or whatever. But now... If you were going to sell like a bag of 9 and you've just thrown one out and it says 9 on the label and stuff, because the department doesn't have the capability or care to, and I'm talking about in like really big companies that basically just become very wasteful, to say, oh no, we're going to sell 8 and we'll do it for a slightly marked down price in this bag. Instead, the other 8 that would have been sold with it, they're now all in excess and you can't sell them. So they all go in the bin as well. It's all perfectly good, fine food. Only one of them was questionably bad. And the whole load gets thrown out. And it's just so wasteful. And you see, and you know, it's disgusting for the planet. And, oh my God, and if you think about the amount of cardboard and shit that big companies get through, it's ridiculous. But, you know, it's bad for the planet, and it's bad just, you know, in the wastefulness is bad. But then you see other things like hypocrisy. You see people getting paid minimum wage and basically barely any benefits and treated like crap by HR, who always defend the company over the employee, and all these like gross, you know, lack of hours or too much overtime or weird expectations of employees and all this kind of horrible stuff where companies will be money grubbing while at the same time utterly pissing insane profits away just because of the way they handle themselves. It's like, yeah, you're being treated like shit. You're being paid nothing. Not because companies are evil or whatever, but because they'd rather... It's easier to treat you like dirt than to iron out those inefficiencies in the way they produce what they produce. It's really gross. There's a lot of stuff like that. And the amount of people I encountered in IT and large corporate places that, you know, essentially produce IT solutions for people that are getting paid massive wages to do essentially nothing just because they were at the company earlier and climbed the ladder a little bit earlier than other people, and they offer nothing. No one can tell you what this person does. They can't tell you what they do. You can see that everything that comes from them is nothing, and yet, you know, they work like a 3-day week but get paid massive salaries, double, triple, even yours. It's great. Anyway, I don't want to drag the streams down and make everybody bummed out, but there you go. So yeah, we're gonna go to Lamentation Waypoint. Fucking lies. I worked at Krispy Kreme for 3 years. If shit went bad, we just replaced it. You don't always throw the entire batch away. I'm not saying all companies work exactly the same. I'm saying my experience, the places that I've worked, has been very much like that, and I've seen a lot of wastefulness. I'm not trying to speak to everyone's experience, and what I said was not a lie. Yeah, to be fair as well, I feel like more recently I've become more okay with throwing food away as well. Sort of personally, but you know what individuals consume is nothing compared to the way industries operate and what they do. We need a coffee tato. That's probably a good idea for an emote, actually. Probably is, because like almost every stream I'm getting coffee daily. It's probably a really good idea. So yeah, you'll notice on the top right, we get this thing. It says Hall of Chains. It says discover why denizens of the underworld have infiltrated Tyria. This is really good for players that didn't do the current event stuff to lead into it, or don't watch videos about it, or read on forums and stuff. So everybody knows that this exists. You can click it. It opens up all the achievements here, of which I've got none. And there's spoilers and things in there. I'm going to create a raid squad here. Create squad. I'm going to go raid mode. We'll walk up to the portal. It says here, an influx of murderous undead relentlessly hunt innocent worshippers of Grenth, infiltrate the underworld, and join the struggle for control over the fates of the living and the dead. So this portal, the old entrance was you'd walk up and kneel at this, and then the Reaper would take you in. So it's really close. They didn't put it there because it would overlap with the map completion stuff. But this is pretty cool. And as you can see, there's even a selection of people out the front here. Guild Wars 1 style, hoping to pug it. So in we go. Now, what was that message from Cherry Tunes that I've probably missed again? Scrolling up. By the way, you started to work out. You was thinking about that some streams ago. No, I haven't started to work out. I went to the gym reasonably consistently a few years ago, but around the Heart of Thorns release, I stopped. And I haven't worked out since then. You're sad for the shit in the ocean? Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that because of Blue Planet 2 at the moment and the whale thing. I don't know. If you read about gyres and just like how plastic can get caught in gyres, it's pretty fascinating. I can't find your... Oh, here we go. Here's a question. How is Amala still able to channel the blessings of the gods and use the dervish god form? We answered this on a recent stream. I don't know whether there really has to be a deliberate answer to this. Probably in the same way that humans can do Prayer of Cormyr or Hounds of Balthazar or whatever. Maybe there's something more to it, but I think it's just to look back at the dervish, because the dervish was a big part of this region of the world and it's not necessarily anything else. So I don't know. And there's also the idea that it's magic that exists anyway. It's just themed and named and interpreted by humans as being of the gods, but it's not even necessarily. There's that idea too. Here's Glenna. Let's see what she says. Oh, sorry, do we speak to her, which is good because I don't have my dialogue volume on. This is the underworld, guys. It doesn't feel... I gotta say, first of all, immediately... I mean, I've experienced so little of this. I know that the end, from what I've seen, does feel like the underworld. It doesn't really start feeling much like the underworld. But hey, anyway, so check it out. So here's Glenna. Ooh.
Glad to see you made it. I'm also pleased we won't be coming back here when we die.
Agreed. The eternal alchemy must be more impressive than this frozen dirt hole.
Do you know anything about the situation down here?
Not yet. You're the muscle. I've been waiting for you before investigating those ruins. And now you're here. Let's go!
WP, am I going to do a video on this wing? Absolutely, yep. WP, am I remotely interested in Chronicles of Illyria? The concept of a mortal character passing on their knowledge to their children seems quite interesting. Not really heard of, familiar with it, but it sounds cool. You really hope it wasn't only the ice wastes.
What is that orb thing?
So we have an orb thing here, which is like the spirit we saw in current events in the underworld, if you remember.
My faith is rewarded. You followed the signs. Return me to my body. Death will not wait.
What?
You're going to help me prevent humanity's destruction. And I'm going to need you to get my body back to do it. Now, follow me.
I feel like that line, you followed the signs, would have been a lot more impactful if current events had been longer. And there'd been more to it. But in the end, it wasn't very much they did, really. At least they did something.
Devoid of my spirit, that vessel acts only on anger and instinct. You'll need my blessing to stand against it. Choose two of your best to stand on the ruins. I will imbue them with my power. Otherwise, you will fail. Time is short, and I need to maintain the barrier. Break it. I'll deal with the consequences later.
You go ahead. I'll search the fort and talk to the ghosts. If you find out who she is, come find me, and, don't die.
Everyone was talking about timing in this patch, but Glenna's, there's something, her voice is so crisp and clear and well delivered. The quality of the audio on Glenna's voice, it's so good at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, this spirit, I won't spoil who it is, but that's their body, right? Down there, the soulless horror. And the spirit wants us to defeat the horror so it can re-merge with it, yeah? And apparently this is tied to the fate of humanity. We obviously...
Safe? Will her defense hold?
Safe? No! That thing is feral! The attacks will never stop!
The lady is clever. She'll keep us safe.
She can't defend us forever. And not against him.
Am I reviewing competition entries this week or next week? Next week. Or, well, essentially after this stream. Probably on my weekends on, like, Tuesday. I usually try to take Wednesdays off, right? So that's the end of the week for me. So I will start looking at the competition entries after Wednesday, or even on Wednesday probably, because I usually end up working on Wednesday anyway. But yeah, so that's that. Isn't I kind of disappointed the new Fractal don't have CM? For me, 100 CM is best PvE content. Smiley face. No, I'm not disappointed at all, because the devs were very explicit about the fact that it wasn't going to have one, and I think that there is a place in the game to add regular normal fractals and continue adding on that style of fractal. I don't think they all need to be like raid heavy, massive CM based things. And in fact, it was kind of a breath of fresh air to just get in there and play and know I would be done, and I could explore all the content and be done with it without it being a massive like grind to get through. So yeah. What was I in the middle of saying? Yeah, well, as we know from the main story, Grenth is not around, so the whole place has kind of gone to pot. So there's a few interesting things. Is the spirit, or basically you can find Gwen's spirit. I don't know if she's here at the start or later. Over here, you can, before you even do Encounter 1, you can sneak over here, and you can find this, of which I'm not entirely, and again, I'm not very good at all of this. I don't know all of it, so don't expect me to know all of it yet. But over here, there's like some interactables. And it says, someone managed to use charcoal from the nearby fire pit to draw a few scenes on this chunk of wood. So someone was here, camping here, and they drew some stuff. So the first scene shows a robed woman on a circular platform at the base of a swirling river. She's defending herself from dozens of attackers. The second scene shows a blast of light surrounding the robed woman's body as a glowing orb projects itself clear of the explosion. And then the third scene... The final scene shows the glowing orb appearing to cast a protective barrier around a village as the robed woman, now bearing a malevolent visage, assaults it from below. So I believe what this is depicting is that orb we spoke to earlier, leaving the body and sort of trying to defend people from what it does. And the particulars of this story, I guess the encounter will explain. Now, you'll obviously be like, oh, wait, but mounts are a thing. So how do they stop us getting to the next encounters? Obviously, everyone comes in here and thinks that. So we'll just take the Griffin and try and fly, right? So encounter 1 is here. What if we just fly past it? And you can actually go from quite high up. Let me just be clear. You can start from higher. You can do a boost. And you could do a big launch up. See how far you can get. But the second you get here to the Ice Wastes and the River of Souls, you get killed. So you don't get to go any further until the first encounter is clear. You can get spoilers by looking at Glenna's wares as to stuff that's coming up. There's this fresh corpse over here. So remember, people were being called to the underworld. We saw necromancers and stuff. This is one of them. This priestess must have entered the ice waste very recently through the same portal as you. And we can inspect the corpse. Her wounds appear fresh. And with so many of them, it's no surprise she only made it a short distance from the portal. Because remember, these places are scary. I really like that. I want to feel scared and oppressed and like demons are all around. Not to the extent that the Domain of Anguish should make me feel like it, but yeah, here we go. And so here's Gwen. So there was lots of stuff to do with Gwen's mum and stuff in the Underworld in the first game, so it's really cool to see her in Guild Wars 2, in her outfit. And when you walk over, she disappears. And I can't hear it there. Does it play a little flute noise? It should play a flute noise, but there you go. So, there you have it, really. That's the intro to the Underworld. So I've shown you the Fractal, I've shown you the entrance to this, not the actual gameplay, obviously. Like I said, I want to do some progression and stuff first. And the odds that we could just pull people watching the stream and be successful are very low. We've seen the metas, we've seen the race, we've seen the adventures, we've seen the hearts, we've seen the UI from the books and stuff. We've basically had a good taste. That's Daybreak, really. That's a huge amount of Daybreak. And obviously, anyone actively playing that wanted to craft the Binding of Ithos and stuff, you'd have that as well. So there you go, guys. 3 streams to cover that. The story will be covered comprehensively, of course, and reviewed on the channel, of course. But it might take a while because, A, I don't know if I want to do the Path of Fire stuff first. And B, I've got the competition judging to do, so we will see.
Because they agree with his methods.
No, I don't think it's the mum, Sarah. I don't think it's the mum. I think that is Gwen. I think the outfit is Gwen. I don't know. I don't really remember very clearly anymore. But yeah, catch that at Beta Ace X, and that's going to be me signing out as well for the day, guys. I know we're ever so slight. We're 8 minutes shorter on the stream than normal, but that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. So we've covered it, and I guess I'll leave it there. So, and I go and wrap my bins and stuff that I had delivered. So thank you all. I hope you enjoyed. Just a quick reminder, I stream every weekend and Mondays the same time. So if you want to click follow, you can be notified the next time I go live. We didn't do a giveaway on it today's stream in the end, but hopefully I can do more. Oh, did I miss another? No, I didn't. It was you and all that asked me about Amazon. So yeah, I will be back on Saturday at the latest. There'll be plenty more videos. In fact, there's going to be a video on the developer AMA on my channel in just a few moments. I'm going to hang up here. I'm going to upload that. So pretty soon, maybe an hour or two, there'll be another video up on Wooden Potatoes. And thanks, guys. Again, all your support means everything. Thank you, Ewendell, as well, for that donation today. You're a trooper. You're still consistently doing it, and it's freaking amazing and cool. Thanks to anybody who subbed. It was a bit of a quieter stream today, but there you have it. So, yeah, we'll probably next weekend... I don't know. We might do Daybreak, or we might go back to Merciless, or I might do a vote allowing people to decide which one they do. So, yeah. Thanks very much, WP. You're a good person. Oh, that's really lovely of you. You're a good person too, Tripsel Kidlidi. Hopefully I said your name right. 8 minutes, you want your money back. Did you give me money for this stream? Oh, by the way, final bombshell. Guess what just happened? Did anybody notice something weird about the stream right now? You're looking at it right now. I just loaded to Lion's Arch. And what music do we hear in the background? Nice, appropriate, normal, decent, Lion's Arch music. They fixed it. They changed it. They stopped it. Oh, bravo. The best part of Daybreak. There was nothing better about that in Daybreak. The Lion's Arch music is best, and I'm a happy man. Oh, we can all go to our graves in peace.